Tonight, the alma mater is being sung by the combined 6th grade, 7th and 8th grade, and high school choir. Please remain standing and sing along as Miss Lamb leads us with the Central Valley All Stars. Next, chant along while the band plays the Central Valley High School fight song, Mighty Warriors.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sardellburn Stadium. Tonight, your Central Valley Warriors take on the Ambridge Bridgers. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to Sardellburn Stadium the Ambridge Bridgers and head coach Sherman McBride. Ladies and gentlemen, they are 5-2 and number 5 in the WPIAL. Let us welcome your 2023 Central Valley Warriors.
And it's another beautiful night here at beautiful Sarge Albert Stadium for Central Valley football as the Warriors host the Ambridge Bridgers. Central Valley, the number 5 team in the WPIAL, coming off a tough loss to Montour at home, 21-20 last Friday night here at Sarge Albert, trying to get back on the winning track against Sherman McBride and his Ambridge Bridgers. Ambridge, 2 wins on the season. They're 2-5 overall, 1-3 in the Parkway Conference. That last week they lost 40-0 to West Allegheny. And it's homecoming night here at Central Valley High School. And congratulations. We'll go over, try to go down the homecoming court and get a chance. Congratulations to our homecoming queen, Leah Baldessari. And our homecoming football king is Dominic Biancucci, the senior offensive lineman, defensive lineman for the Central Valley Warriors. So congratulations to Dominic and Leah, our queen and king tonight here for homecoming 2023. As is common practice, Mark Lyons has won the toss and he has deferred. So he will let Ben Shore tee it up at his 40-yard line. Nice, clear, crisp night tonight. Expecting some rain tomorrow. And actually, Dominic Pratt will be kicking off, not Ben Shore.
And number 4, Adam Fernandez.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Ben Shore, the regular place kicker. Ball goes down to the 10-yard line. Ambridge with a decent return there. Out across the 20-25-yard line. 1st and 10 Bridgers.
On the return from the 10-yard line to the 25 on the tackle. Number 9, Aaron Lawson.
Aaron Lawson on a special team stop for the Warriors. 1st and 10. Bridgers at the 25. Third-year head coach Sherman McBride, assisted defensively by the legend Mike Smianik, the former head coach of the Aliquippa Quips. Tommy Campbell also on the staff, the former great cornerback, wide receiver, played in the NFL for the Tennessee Titans, amongst a few other teams. One of the fastest guys in the state back in high school. Up the middle, short yardage, go the Bridgers, and that was Darren Cox with the carry.
Xavier Lewis, the ball carrier.
Actually, Xavier Lewis with the carry. Lewis is a junior.
2, J.J. Work.
Picked up 3 yards, 2nd down, 7 to go, Bridgers. Adam Fernandez at quarterback. He's going to throw it, and he's under some pressure, and he's going to go down for a loss. Loses 3 or 4 on the play. Good lateral pursuit defensively by the Warriors.
Adam Fernandez tackled in the backfield.
Tyler Costanza with the sack.
Tyler Costanza.
That'll bring up 3rd down, 11 to go. Talking to Sherman McBride, he said the biggest problem with the Bridgers is they just haven't put 4 quarters together. And against the good opponents that they face in the Parkway, that's something you have to do. Screen pass is good to Lewis, and he's not going to get 1st down yardage. Good to play defensively there by B.J. Nastic.
Xavier Lewis.
4th down and 2 to go.
4th down, 2.
And back to punt will be Braden Reeves
number 14, Braden Reeves.
for the Bridgers. Makai Ahmed back deep. It's going to be a short kick, though, and goes out of bounds just across midfield. So good field position for the Warriors on their first drive. After the defense forced a 3 and out. They'll start at the 47-yard line. Hard-fought game against Montour. The Spartans prevailed 21-20. Warriors went for two, didn't get it. After their final touchdown. Mason Dixon alone back. And he's up the middle for big yardage, still on his feet. He could go to distance. He's up the middle all the way in, into the end zone. Mason Dixon crosses the line. Oh, he goes coast to coast like butter on toast. 53 yards on the touchdown run. So Mason Dixon with a huge start to this game offensively for the Warriors. And they lead it 6-0. And Shore's extra point is up and good.
Braddock Ambrose, the holder. Ben Scher, the kicker. It's good. 9:49 left in the first. Central Valley 7, Ambridge 0.
So on the very first play of scrimmage for the Warriors, Mason Dixon takes it to the house on a 53-yard touchdown run. Understand, talking to his father, assistant coach Tyrone Dixon, Mason and his family are going to make a trip to James Madison University over the weekend to check out a game and look at their facilities. He's being heavily recruited as a junior. And why not? Toughest question is, where will he play, offense or defense? He's so good on both sides of the ball. So again, kicking off is Dominic Pratt, the freshman. So giving Shore a little bit of a break on the kickoff. Don't know if that's injury related or not, but Shore did make the extra point. Shorter kick this time to the 15. Running return. Breaking to the right side. Good yardage. Into the clear. Here we go. Grant Uvodich, and Uvodich is going to take it to the house for the touchdown. Grant Uvodich goes all the way. I'm going to give him 85 yards on the return.
Uvodich goes 82 yards for an Ambridge touchdown.
So what an explosive answer by Grant Uvodich, the senior. You talk about an answer for the Bridgers. That is huge. And Braden Reeves on for the PAT to try to tie it. And he is wide left, no good.
The point after is no good. 9:34 left in the first. Central Valley 7.
So that could be a big extra point miss there. Take a look at the homecoming court tonight. McKenna Brucker escorted by Quinn O'Neill, Gianna Sircone with Nate Lincoln, Sophia Colum with Brendan Chiappetta, Megan Grimm and Sean Kennelly, Elena Guy escorted by Dante Nally, Tara Higgins escorted by Max Hill, Jordan Hunter, Nico DeBaggio, her escort. Sydney McDermott was escorted by Joseph Skabinski. Sydney Slater, escorted by Brennan Morgan. Sarah Sudak, escorted by John Robertson. Rowan Zillian was escorted by Will Manning, our flower girl tonight. Zoe Chirico, and the crown bearer, Burden Egan, and again, our queen, Leah Baldessari, and our homecoming king tonight, Dominic Biancucci. Congratulations to all. What a special night. Short kick, and that ball's going to go out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So CV will get good field position to start their second drive. Leading at 7-6. It was kind of a nondescript start to that return by Uvaldic. Kind of went up the middle, went left, and then decided to switch it to the right side. And after that, he found an opening and took it to the house.
Goes out of bounds, resulting in a illegal
phenomenal return.
Central Valley's ball, 1st and 10 on their own 35.
Warriors will take over at their own 35-yard line, leading at 7-6. Dixon with the calls, got about 3.
Dixon.
A lot of Bridgers up the middle.
Tackled by Marley Moore.
Leading the charge was Dante Prentice and Aiden Sheffield.
And 55, Blaze Ford. Gain of 2. 2nd down, 8, the ball on the 37.
2nd down, 8 to go for the Warriors. Mike Sullivan not with me tonight. He's got the night off. And pass is complete for a 1st down into right about midfield. Marcus Lawson with the catch. And it'll be a 1st and 10 Central Valley. Let's call it right at the midfield stripe. So missing Mike Sullivan tonight, but he'll be back with me in 2 weeks when Central Valley hosts the Aliquippa Quips. One of the biggest rivalries in the WPIAL, if not of all of Pennsylvania. Pitch back to Jance Henry, and Henry is hemmed in for no gain. Great lateral pursuit defensively by the Bridgers. Adam Fernandez leading the charge.
Tackled by Fernandez and Stevenson. No gain, 2nd down, 10.
2nd down, 10 to go for the Warriors. What a beauty. This is just picturesque weather for high school football. Crisp fall weather, I love it. Expecting some rain tomorrow, unfortunately. Pass by Rutherford is complete to Underwood, but we got flags on, 2 flags on the play. Would have been a 1st down to Underwood.
Penalties on the play. 17, Nathan Sheffield on the stop.
Illegal man downfield for the Warriors. We want to thank all of our viewers and listeners on our Central Valley YouTube channel. Thanks for those of you who aren't here tonight for spending your Friday night with us. We certainly do appreciate that. And we love the support we get from Warrior Nation throughout the nation.
5-yard penalty. The ball's moved back to the 45. 2nd down, 15.
2nd down, 15 to go for CV. Mixing it up with the uniforms tonight with the powder blue tops and the navy blue bottoms. Good look. Passes over the middle, and that ball is caught. I believe Jerovac came up with that. And no, check it, that is actually Cole Hiltz. So Cole Hiltz got open down the middle. Cole Hiltz, the junior, with a big catch down to the 20-yard line.
That pass was complete to number 10, Cole Hiltz.
Cole Hiltz has had that ability to get downfield. It was so tight down the middle of the seam, I thought it was a tight end, but it actually was Cole Hiltz, the wide receiver. Inside handoff, that's Mason Dixon. He's down to about the 12, gain of about 7.
Dixon.
What a tough guy to bring down. Mason Dixon.
Tackled by Stevenson and Udovich.
5'10", 198.
Udovich.
Between Dixon, Jance Henry, J.J. Work.
2nd down, 2.
It'll be Henry in the offset right side next to Stephen Rutherford. He's going to throw for it. Little screen pass inside the 10-yard line. That's Quinn Connolly with the catch.
21, Quinn Connolly.
And Connolly
by 55,
has a 1st down, but we have another flag on the far sideline.
Markers down.
Mark Lyon's not happy about something. Another ineligible man downfield, and that's what he's not happy about.
Ineligible receiver downfield against the Warriors.
Mark seems to think he had the right formation. He's asking for some explanation on the play. The Wiley veteran head coach, the Hall of Famer,
7, the ball on the 17.
recently inducted into the Beaver County Sports Hall of Fame last year. It'll be 2nd down, 7 to go. Henry with the football, and he's got a few.
Jance Henry.
Only a freshman. He's 5'7", 190.
Tackled by Moore. Third down, 3.
7-6, Warriors lead it with 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Tom Hayes with you tonight. Mike Sullivan with the night
Ball
off.
on the 13.
Third down, 3 to go, Warriors. Rutherford out of the gun. Sidecar is Henry. That's got to be a procedure penalty. We had 2 guys in motion against Central Valley. Mark Lyons is going to take a timeout because he is not happy with his troop right now.
5:21 left in the first. Central Valley uses its first timeout.
Mark is a stickler for the small details. That's why he has so many wins. And Sherman McBride out on the field talking to one of the officials as well, trying to plead his case for something that he saw. What a fine gentleman Sherman McBride is. Spent so many hours at Aliquippa, so many years over there, and still coaches the track squad over at Aliquippa, I do believe. And moved across the river a couple years ago to take over this Ambridge Bridger program. If they stick with Sherm, they'll eventually have a winner, but you got to get the kids out. It takes some time. Henry with the football, Henry with the touchdown. Jance Henry from 13 yards out. Well, that was a pretty fortuitous timeout by Mr. Lyons. You take a timeout and your team scores a touchdown. That's pretty good coaching, wouldn't you say? Extra point by Shore. Great job by Braddock Ambrose on the hold. It was a wide snap, and Ambrose brought it in, and Shore kicked it through. 14-6 Warriors.
5:15 left in the first. 48-6.
I mean, you have a hole like Braddock Ambrose. That's money in the bank right there, let me tell you. Well, I'm sure they'll be looking for number 8, Uvodich, who had to return for the touchdown on the last kickoff for Ambridge. And the Warriors will be looking for better coverage on the special teams unit. Dominic Pratt to tee it up. High kick, but it's short. Down to the 20-yard line, and about a 7-yard return there by Noah McCullough.
Noah McCullough, the return.
McCullough got out across the 25.
Tackled by Marcus Lawson.
Marcus Lawson on a special team stop for the Warriors.
Ball, 1st and 10 on their own 28.
28-yard line is where Ambridge will take over. They've only had one offensive drive tonight, and that was a 3-and-out. Inside handoff tight for about 4. That time on the carry. Carlito Chandler.
32, Carlito Chandler. Tackled by Ethan Shearer.
Ethan Shearer
Pick up of 3.
with the stop. He's had a great year, talking to his dad, and told me that Ethan gets all of his speed on his mother's side of the family. So his mother gave him his speed, not Will. I said, I'll make note of that. 2nd down 7. And a loss on the play, trying to get wide. They couldn't do it that time.
Adam Fernandez.
The Fernandez on the quarterback keeper.
Brought down by
Mason Dixon with the stop defensively.
Loss of 2. 3rd down 9. Ball on the 29.
Trevor Stevenson's wide to the left. And we got a flag on the play. And that's got to be intentional grounding. That should be another flag, but there it is. There was no receiver within 20 yards. And that's a big penalty because that's a loss of down. And we'll see what the first flag is about first. I think the receiver took off too soon on the first flag, and the second one is intentional grounding, which is the penalty that Central Valley should accept. So decline the first one, take the second one. Mark Lyons has a multiple choice, I believe, here. And maybe not. Now he's... Yeah, it is motion, which is declined, and then you'll take the intentional grounding. So that's going to bring up 4th down because, as I mentioned,
Ambridge, the penalty is declined. 4th down.
Loss of down on a intentional grounding call. So we'll have to punt it away again. Will the Bridgers. High snap. Reeves goes and gets it. And that's going to be a flag running into the kicker, possibly roughing the kicker on Central Valley because they nailed the punter. I'm going to say that's a 15-yarder. That was a pretty hard hit. I think the Warriors thought they had a chance to block it. I don't think they touched it, so if he touches the football, there's no penalty, but I don't believe that's the case. Yeah,
penalty is against Central Valley for running into the kicker.
It's actually running into the kicker, not a personal foul. So the Warriors get a minor break there. Ambridge declines the penalty. They like the spot of the football.
The penalty is declined. Central Valley will take over 1st and 10 on their own 38.
So they're happy that the Warriors get it at their own 38-yard line. Henry in the backfield. Double reverse. Hiltz coming back the other way. And Hiltz has a 1st down.
Cole Hiltz on the reverse.
Cole Hiltz got out to midfield.
Stopped at midfield.
Stopped there by Carlito Chandler.
68, Dante Prentice on the tackle. 1st and 10.
Larry D. Vincennes, the offensive coordinator for the Warriors, sure does like to mix things up. And we got a motion. It looked like Brandon Singleton is in there now. And Brandon took a little bunny step, a little hop forward before the snap.
1st down 15 from the 45.
So I forgot to mention Singleton when I talked about guys running the football. I think the hardest job for Larry D is who to put in that backfield with Stephen Rutherford. You know, 4 or 5 guys that can deliver the mail for you. And another flag. This is something that we saw last week that was a little sloppy for Central Valley.
Once again for delay of game.
This time a delay of game for the Warriors.
1st down 20. The ball on the 40.
So a great start as they scored on the first play of the game by Mason Dixon on a 53-yard touchdown run, but things have gotten a little sloppy, although the Warriors lead at 14-6. Rutherford's going to take off. Rutherford's got some room. Rutherford's got a 1st down and a whole lot more. Stephen Rutherford finally knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. About a 42-yard pickup there by Rutherford. 1st and goal, Warriors. We didn't see Rutherford run a lot last week. He has nice speed.
52-yard run by Stevie Rutherford. 1st and goal from the 8.
Ambridge with the timeout.
2:02 left in the first. Ambridge uses its
So
first
Ambridge
timeout.
back on their heels a little bit after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Central Valley Senior High School and
That big run by the
middle school
quarterback, Stephen
cheerleaders.
Rutherford. 5'11", 168-pound junior.
The Central Valley student section. And the
Well,
Central
Ethan Young
Valley
and Sean
High
Rendor are
School
in the booth here
and
helping me out,
marching band.
pushing all the right buttons, getting us on the air. Guys, thanks for all your support. Man, I got the easy job. I say it all the time. Central Valley is to be commended for the commitment this IT department really puts into these broadcasts. Top-notch equipment and better people running it. You're just stuck with me behind the mic, unfortunately. Henry into the end zone for the touchdown. Where's the signal? There it is. 8-yard run by Chance Henry. (20-6) as the PAT comes up. Good by Shore. No, wait, is it? Still waiting on a signal. They're going to make him re-kick it for some reason.
Penalty offside. Ambridge.
Ambridge called for offsides. I think they blew the snap before the kick. Might have been contact. So Shore will move it 1.5 yards closer. And up and good, 21-6 Warriors.
The kicker, it's 21-6 Central Valley.
Taking a look at the schedule, we'll only have 2 more weeks left in the regular season after tonight. Central Valley will travel to West Allegheny next Friday night, and then we'll host Aliquip in the season finale. Ambridge will host Newcastle and finish up at Chartiers Valley. So they get through this game, they have a chance to get a couple W's near the end of the year. Uvodich goes pretty much nowhere about the 23-yard line.
Uvodich on the return. Tackled by 29, Michael Crea.
Special team stop by Michael Crea.
Bridgers ball on their own 23.
.148 left in this first quarter, 21-6 Warriors. All 3 scores on the ground. Ball is incomplete. Looked for a moment like Nathan Sheffield had it, but it hit the ground.
Pass intended for Sheffield is incomplete. Second down.
Big run by Mason Dixon to start this football game from 53 yards for the touchdown. And then 2 touchdowns by Jance Henry, one of 13, one of 8 yards. And an 85-yard kickoff return by Grant Uvodich, or Uvodich, I should say, for Ambridge. They missed their extra point. Fernandez pass is incomplete. He rolls right. Intended for Xavion Lewis.
Intended for Lewis. Incomplete. Third down.
Draw play. Central Valley not fooled at all. That defensive line was ready there. Johnny on the spot, led by Tyler Costanza.
Tackled by Brendan Alexander.
And Brendan Alexander as well.
Fourth down.
Another punt for Ambridge. Their third.
33.
Makai Ahmed back deep, the freshman. Got a bounce. Ahmed picks it up. Good job there to pick up that football and pick up about 15 yards on the return.
Tackled by 18. Carmen Georgakis.
Got it into Ambridge territory at about the 45-yard line. Actually, the 44.
First and 10. Ball on the 44.
There's Brandon Singleton in the backfield. Sidecar to the right for Rutherford. It'll be Singleton. And he's got good yardage, about 12 yards on the run. Nice move to pick up the first down by Brandon Singleton.
Tackled by Chandler. Singleton picks up the first down.
Much credit to this offensive line. They really seem to be opened up the holes. Singleton breaks a tackle. Got to wrap him up, and he still gets another first down.
Singleton.
Broke initial contact.
Another Warrior first down.
And then broke another tackle and picked up about 14 on the play.
By Uvodich and Chandler.
Uvodich with the stop, but not before The sticks are moved, and that'll probably take us to the end of the quarter, and it will. After one quarter at Sarge Albert Stadium here at Central Valley High School, it's Central Valley 21, Ambridge 6. Second quarter action coming up. Ambridge got a nice crowd here tonight. Good support. Good to see Neil Ketch, also the former head coach at Ambridge. He's an assistant under Sherman McBride. So these coaching staff, they know each other so well. There's not a tighter knit fraternity than the coaches in Beaver County football. First and 10 Warriors at the 22. Pass into the end zone for Connolly. A little bit of contact, nothing called there in the end zone.
Rutherford's pass intended for Connolly is incomplete.
So the Warriors trying to go for it all on first down from the 22.
Second down.
Deep pitch to Henry. Great defensive play there. Loss on the play.
Tackled by
Trevor Stevenson. That actually was Singleton on the carry. Or check, it was Henry.
Third down 12. The ball on the 24.
Loss of 2. Third down, 12 to go. Well, you might be in Benjamin Shore's range, but you certainly like to pick up some more yardage here if you're CV. Pass is caught by Hiltz. Hiltz is, do they call it a touchdown? Wait a minute. Down at the 1 yard line.
Pass is complete to Cole Hill.
Cole Hiltz went up and grabbed the football. Nice toss by Rutherford. And it'll be a first and goal at the 1. So close to being our first touchdown on the air, in the air.
Number 2, J.J.
Touchdown Warriors. Mason Dixon with the 1 yard touchdown. Full house backfield was tough to see who had the call there. So Dixon with his second. And the Ben Shore kick is good. 28-6 CV.
Left in the first half, Central Valley 28, Ambridge 6.
Got a correction. Actually, JJ worked with the touchdown. So my apologies, JJ. We want to make sure we get it right. I think that was JJ's first carry of the night. Had a full house backfield, and
Kicking off 41, Dominic Pratt.
my old man eyes deceived me there.
Fernandez.
His work got into the end zone.
Keep the receive.
Uvodich again on the return out across the 25-yard line.
Fernandez on the return from the 14-yard line out to the 27.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line for the Bridgers.
On the stop, 33, Makai Ahmed, and 18, Adam Schroed. First and 10, Bridgers ball on their own 27.
Other than the 85-yard touchdown return by Grant Uvodich, that's the only spark the Bridgers have shown. Short carry that time by Carlito Chandler. Brought down by Abram Tatalovich.
Tackled by A.J. Duray.
One of the few seniors on this team. I think only 8 seniors on the CV squad. And one of them is the homecoming king, Dominic Biancucci. King Mayo, as his nickname is Mayo by a lot of the kids on the team. I've always called him the Dominator. Pass complete for short yardage. Good coverage there by the Warriors. Lawson, Aaron Lawson.
Tackled by 9, Aaron Lawson.
Third down and a long 6 to go for the Bridgers. Procedure penalty against the Bridgers will cost them 5 on a pre-snap penalty.
Third down, 11 from the 26.
Uvodich comes wide to the right, now goes in motion for Ambridge, and it'll be Uvodich on the catch. And he's got nowhere to go. Big hit by J.J. Work and a late flag thrown. It's going to be a block in the back against Ambridge, and Mark Lyon says, we don't want that, guys.
Marker's down.
He says, thanks, but no thanks. We'll just decline that penalty to bring up 4th and about 11. So another punt, number 4.
Penalty is declined. Makai Ahmed needs to receive the punt. Reeves in punt formation.
Reeves the punt, Ahmed back deep. I believe Ambridge took a timeout before the snap. Not sure Sherman McBride had the right package out there for the punt team.
First half, timeout Ambridge, their second.
Ambridge only has 1 timeout left in the half. They burned 2 already. 8:33 to go in the half. It's 28-6 Warriors. Appreciate you spending your Friday night with us. Understand there's a lot of entertainment options out there and listening and viewing choices, and we thank you for spending it here on the Central Valley Sports YouTube channel. Well, let's do it all again. As Reeves goes back to kick and Ahmed goes back to return at his own 45-yard line. off the side of the foot, but it's going to get a roll. But Ahmed picks it up on the run. He's got a crack. He's down the near sideline, all the way inside the 30, down to the 24-yard line. Nice return. That's just a heady play by a freshman to come up and make that catch on the run and pick up great yardage and take the ball. Well, where are they going to spot it? Let's see.
First and 10, the ball on the Ambridge 25.
At the 25. Short field for the Warriors.
First and 10 from the 24.
Going to go for it in the end zone, and that ball is going to be intercepted into the end zone by Ambridge. Yes.
Rutherford's pass is intercepted in the end zone. Intercepted by number 8, Grant Yavotic.
Yavotic with the interception. Good thing he didn't miss the bus from Ambridge coming over. Has their only touchdown and now an interception.
First and 10, Ambridge ball on their own 20.
Rutherford threw that one into some coverage. Inside handoff goes nowhere. Carlito Chandler again with the carry. No gain on the play. Abram Tatalovic was a stop.
Second down. No gain on the play.
Second down, 10 to go. Fernandez throwing it downfield, has a man, he's open! Can you believe it? That's going to be Yavotic for another touchdown. 80 yards on the touchdown to Yavotic.
80-yard touchdown pass from Adam Fernandez to
Grant Yavotic with another touchdown. He has one of 85, now one of 80. Great toss there by Adam Fernandez. He got behind the secondary, and Fernandez put it right in stride for Yavotic. You have to respect the fact that there's no quitting in this Bridger team. What else would you expect from a group led by Sherman McBride? I think they would probably go for 2 here, and they are. Throwing for it, Yavotic drops it. Pretty good coverage, though, by the Warriors. That'll make it 28-12.
Point conversion is no good. 7:27 left in the first half. Central Valley 28.
But a big touchdown there by Grant Yavotic. Well, I would think that Mark Lyons will really want to see a concerted drive here, a concerted effort to score, and to have a mistake-free drive after that turnover. Interception in the end zone by Yavotic, and then he turned around and catches an 80-yard touchdown pass. Dixon in the middle on the return. Mason's across the 20-25, out to the 31-yard line.
Mason Dixon fields the ball at the 6-yard line. Returns it to the 31.
All ball spotted at the 31 for the Warriors. 7:19 to go in a half. Central Valley has 2 timeouts left. Warriors lead at 28-12. Mason Dixon hit the line of scrimmage. So this defense playing a little bit fired up, leading the charge.
Tackled by Devoted. Correction 68, Dante Prentice.
Got an injured player down on the field for the Warriors. Hopefully just a cramp. It appears to be what it is. Will Shear, the excellent head trainer here for Central Valley High School. Certainly one of the best in the business. Now, Braddock Ambrose, the backup quarterback, the freshman, is taking some snaps on the sideline. I don't know if that's, or maybe they're working in a different center at this point. Tyler Ondrusik snapping the ball right now. And that's why, because Bendekovic, the starting center, is limping off the field. Michael Bendekovic, the junior. So Bendekovic with a ginger ankle. So they got Tyler Ondrusik snapping the ball. Dominic Biancucci has experience snapping a football as well. And Michael is, yeah, we're praying for him. Thought it looked like just a cramp, but I think it's a little more than that, the way it would appear to be a lower left leg injury. Second down, 10 to go for the Warriors. Inside handoff. That's Mason Dixon for about 9.
Tackled by Carlito Chandler.
Third down, 1 to go. Big pickup on second down. They're going to throw for it. Off the hands, a little too far for Shearer.
Rutherford's pass intended for Shearer is incomplete.
Well, 4th and short. And
4th down.
Near the 40-yard line. Let's see if Mark Lyons will decide to go for it. And it looks like he will. Now you think you play it safe and hand the ball off to Dixon. Try to throw that little tight end screen. Dixon has a first down and a whole lot more. Mason out across the 45-yard line.
In the Central Valley first down.
Boy, he's fun to watch.
Devoted on the stop.
Finally healthy this year. Struggled with shoulder injuries last season. 6 minutes to go in a half. It's 28-12 Warriors. Screen to the right side. And a flag on the play. Marcus Lawson pick up the first down, but as I said, there's some laundry out there.
Penalty marker on the play.
Going to go against the Warriors, whatever it is. They're pointing that way. It is against Central Valley. Evidently a procedure call.
10-yard penalty, holding against
Well, now they're going to call holding.
First down, 11, the ball on the 45.
So first and 11, it happened near the first down's marker. Mason Dixon up the gut. Gain of about 3.
Mason Dixon, 68. Dante Prentice on the tackle. Pick up of 3. Second down, 8.
Second down and 8 to go.
Ball on the 58.
Rutherford's going to take off with it, and he's going to go out of bounds short of the first down. That's a smart decision by the junior quarterback, though. He had 4 defenders in front of him, and instead of absorbing a hit, he just ducked out of bounds. Better to preserve your body on that play. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd down 2.
You would think it's 4-down territory based on how Coach Lyons and Larry D make the calls. And that'll be a Warrior first down by Jance Henry.
Jance Henry.
Jance got down to the 40-yard line.
Kohler. First and 10, Warriors ball on the Bridger 40.
Rutherford sacked in the backfield. Great defensive play by Xavier Lewis. Rutherford got rid of the ball, but I think his knee was down, and the officials are discussing that now. And they're going to say incomplete, so a little bit of a break there for the Warriors, I thought.
Pass is incomplete. Second down.
2nd and 10 to go at the Ambridge 40 for the Warriors. Henry trying to get to the outside. Now he cuts inside. Still on his feet down to the 20-yard line. Loose football. And I think the Bridgers come up with it. And they do.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Ambridge. Number 32, Varsity Chandler.
So after a good run, Henry coughs it up. That'll be a 1st and 10 Ambridge at the 16-yard line. Carlito Chandler picks up a couple. It looks like Michael Bendekovic is walking a little bit better on the sidelines. The Warriors starting center.
Second down, 8. The ball on the 18.
Second down, 8 to go for the Bridgers. at their own 18. Short gain on the play.
Tackled by Marcus Lawson.
Marcus Lawson with the stop for the Warriors.
Third down 5, the ball on the 21.
Third down and 5 at their own 21-yard line. Have to get out to the 26-yard line due to Bridgers to move the sticks. Screen pass to Uvodich, and he's not going to get it. He's going to lose yardage. Great play there by Aaron Lawson. So they lost probably about 6 or 7 on that play.
Tackle number 9, Aaron Lawson.
And they'll have to punt again for the 5th time.
Loss of 7. 4th down.
They actually lost 7 on the play.
.2:28 left in the half. Timeout, Central Valley.
The Warriors burned a timeout here. So they wanted to save a little bit of time on the clock instead of letting all those seconds evaporate while they were getting ready for the punt. However, they're left now with just 1 timeout for the half, remaining in the half, leading it 28-12 in a valiant effort on the road by the Bridgers, led by Grant Uvodich with an interception and 2 touchdowns. Ahmed on the return inside the 20-yard line. He just quietly, he didn't signal for a fair catch, and that was a gutsy play because there were defenders all around him, but he had ice water in his veins. Wow. To come up and make that catch all the way down to the Ambridge 20. Short field for the Warriors with 2:17 to go in the half. Trying to extend their 28-12 lead. Henry with the football. And he's got a couple. Fumbled on the last play. I like the fact that they give him the ball again on the next play. That's a way to keep your confidence up. That's just good coaching.
Pick up of 2 yards, 2nd down, 8. The ball on the 18.
Now Singleton checks in for Henry. And he'll get it. And he'll be down to the 14. 3rd and about 3 to go.
That stopped by Sheffield and Brennan. 3rd down, 4.
Singleton, he lost the football, but they're going to say he was down. That's a good call. The official was right there. He spotted it right away.
Singleton on the carry.
Central Valley's going to burn their last time out because it's 4th down.
1 minute left in the half.
4th down and about 2 to go.
Timeout.
So they want to take a TO to discuss it with a minute to go. You want to take advantage of this golden field position if you're the Warriors. Into the end zone goes Mason Dixon. Not only did he get the first down, he gets the touchdown. 12-yard touchdown run by Mason Dixon. Boy, what a big hole that was. I might have scored on that play. That hole was so open. I doubt it, but nonetheless, Dixon takes it into the end zone for the Warriors 6. Ben Shore to add the PAT. That's up and good. 35-12 Warriors.
With 54 seconds left in the first half, Central Valley 35, Ambridge 12.
So that is Dixon's second touchdown on the night. His first one went for 53. That one went for 12. Dominic Pratt to kick it off. He's been handling the kickoff duties tonight. Ben Shore's been doing the PATs. Elwood City and Beaver Falls tied at 14 at the half. Uvodich on the return again, out across the 25-yard line.
Brett Uvodich on the return. Tackled by number 3, Marcus Lawson.
Thanks to my former radio partner, Bruce Fry, for that score. He's covering that game for WBVP Radio tonight. Good one at College Hill. Elwood City and Beaver Falls tied at 14.
First down.
Well, no timeouts for or one timeout for the Bridgers. Let's see how they play it here near the end of the half. They fought valiantly, and Uvodich is going to pick up a yard. Working Costanza with the stop.
On the tackle, Shearer and Aaron Lawson. No gain. Second down, 10.
Looks like Sherm McBride might be content to run out the clock. His team's played hard here in the first half, down 35-12. Short gainer. Chandler with it. And that'll run out the half.
That'll win the first half. The score, Central Valley 35, Ambridge 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you this evening the Ambridge Area High School Marching Band. This year, the Bridger Band is showcasing the music of modern pop divas. We open this evening's performance with the music from the one and only Beyonce. Get up and dance along with us to hear the 2003 hit Crazy in Love.
First, McKenna Brucker and Quinn O'Neill. Gianna Sircone and Nate Lyon. Sophia Colum and Brendan Chapetta. Megan Grimm and Sean Kennelly. Elena Guy and Dante Nally. Tara Higgins and Max Hill. Jordan Hunter and Nico DiMaggio. Sydney McDermott and Joseph Skavinsky. Sydney Slater and Brennan Morgan. Sarah Sudak and John Robertson. Rowan Zillion and Will Manning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Flower Girl, Zoe Chirico and Crown Bearer Vernon Egan. Your 2023 Homecoming Queen, Leah Baldessari and Cooper Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations once again to the 2023 Homecoming King, Dominic Biancucci. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Central Valley Homecoming Court.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2023 Central Valley High School and Middle School Warrior Marching Band.
And back after the halftime break, Tom Hayes with you. 35-12, the Warriors lead it at the half. Some scores locally. Moon area leads Bethel Park 28-0. Ryan Lynn's squad really having a fine campaign. Clareton over Rochester 18-8. Mohawk 23, Freedom 0. As we scroll down for local scores, Cornell is trailing Fort Cherry 28-7. Avonworth 28, North Catholic 14 in a big game in AAA ball tonight. Beaver Falls and Elwood City tied at 14 at the half. Beaver area Bobcats 17, Seton LaSalle 7. Working on Sean's fancy iPad here. And the Warriors will receive the second half kickoff as Mark Lyons deferred. Aliquippa leads Newcastle 35-0 at the half. And I don't have the score. Last score I had was Blackhawk was leading West Allegheny 3-0 in the first half, but I don't have an update on that. Well, I've got a very special guest with me right now in the booth. I'll tell you, I feel honored with his presence. Our athletic director / transportation director, Sam Sircone. Sam, welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you this year.
Yeah, you too, Tom. Thanks.
How was homecoming? I mean, I know these special event nights are always busy for you and your staff, but the kids certainly deserve special recognition, and it's always a fun night.
Yeah, it's always a fun night. You know, that's part of high school. You know, homecoming's pretty exciting for the kids, and, you know, another feather in their hat here for the seniors as they go through here for the 2023-2024 school year.
Sam, just a week ago, the Warriors suffered a tough loss here at home. We had to call 21-20 against Montour. Lucero's squad came in and got the big win. What was the week like coming off of that loss and getting ready for Ambridge tonight in the school?
You know, I think the kids, they were upset, obviously. I mean, nobody wants to take a loss, a game that they could very easily have won. The coaching staff, you know, they just get back to the grind. You got to move ahead. You know, in this Parkway Conference, it's tough. You know, week in and week out. I mean, you see Ambridge tonight. You know, getting a couple scores on us. You know, it happens. These kids want to compete, and it's going to be tough week to week.
Sam, of course, you were the former head coach of the Monaca Indians, and got to ask you, come Friday night, how bad do you miss being on the sidelines, calling the shots?
Well, you know, I would have said this, Tom. You know, back in the day when I first got out of it, it was tough. But, you know, being involved with all the athletics here at Central Valley, I'm busy. You know, get to coach my kids at home and their youth stuff. It's been fun. I mean, but you know, it does still zing. But don't get me wrong. I'll throw some things at Coach Lyons and Coach McCreary, and you know, I'll give them my piece if I see something. And sometimes they do listen to me, believe it or not.
I'll never forget the emotional moment we spent at Three River Stadium when you got your team to the WPIL championship, and you and I looked at each other and we both knew that this was the end of Monaca. There was never going to be a Monaca football team to play for a WPIL championship. Unfortunately, you guys came up a little bit short that day, but those were some special memories at Monaca High School for you.
Without a doubt, you know, small town community, you know, lesser problems, a lot of fun times back then. There's no doubt about it.
Aaron Lawson took the second half kickoff out to the 40-yard line, and on first down, Jaden Underwood with the first down on a pass reception from Stephen Rutherford. Sam, I'll tell you that the Warriors, I think, have more. They're like the Oregon Ducks of high school football. They have so many different varieties of uniforms. I never know what I'm going to see on a Friday night. This is crazy.
Yeah, Coach Lyons is pretty good with this. He got new uniforms obviously this year, and then, the uniforms of the past, he always kind of cycles one of those back in. That way we cover all three different color schemes with the white, the Carolina blue, and the navy blue. So he's pretty savvy. He's been doing that for a few years. So, they do look good, though.
Mason Dixon takes it all the way down to the 27-yard line. Ambridge, struggling program, but Sherman McBride, assisted by Neil Ketch. Also, Mike Smianik. He's got some guys, Tommy Campbell on his staff. He's got some guys, Sam. I think if they stick with him over there at Ambridge, he'll get this thing turned around. But it becomes a numbers thing, too. No matter how good of a coach you are, you have to have the kids to come out for the program. And that's what Mark has done here at Central Valley. He's got the kids interested.
Absolutely. And, sometimes it takes time. You mentioned those guys from Ambridge. Neil Catch, a good friend of mine, does a great job with the offensive and defensive lines over there. Mike Zemyanik, his record speaks for himself. And, Sherm and Mike have been together for a long time. And, it's only a matter of time.
Over the middle, touchdown. The ball's right on the money to Dante Lawson. Not to interrupt you, Sam, but got to get that touchdown call in there. I'll tell you, that was just wide open, 27 yards to Dante Lawson for the touchdown. That was a quick hitter.
Dante Newton.
Oh, Newton. I'm sorry,
yeah,
Newton.
Newton.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that was a well-designed play. Stevie had a nice fake there, and he found him right down the seam in the middle.
And he put some zip on that ball.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Newton just was all alone right down the middle of the seam. And Shore on for the PAT, and that's up and good. And now Ben hasn't been kicking off. He's been just extra points tonight. Do you know if there's an injury situation with him?
No, I just know that, Don Pratt, the freshman kicker, just came back to us due to an injury during camp.
Okay.
These two, both kickers, were in a battle. And they're probably just splitting duties here now. Get Don, the freshman, a little acclimated. His kickoffs have been pretty good. We just need to cover it. Need to cover those kicks.
All right, Sam, you got a typo on the roster. See what it says here, number 7?
Yes, sir, I see that.
Okay, so it's Newton, not Lawson. It says Lawson on the roster.
It's all right, I got your back.
Okay, but that's why we pay you the big bucks over here at Central Valley,
This week are Doug and Ann Rutherford.
Sam, earlier on, I was talking a little bit about the commitment that Central Valley, the administration that has put into this YouTube channel that we have here in our school district. And Sean and Ethan and Eddie I. Miller, who heads things up, those guys, they have the tough job. I have the easy job. All I have to do is show up and BS about some football. But these guys, they make the show. The production is top notch. Their IT knowledge, the cameras and what have you, the equipment is pretty darn impressive.
Don't give him too much credit, Tom. Eddie's not even here. So
he's listening now.
He's listening, I'm sure he is. So, anytime I get a shot at him, I'm going to take it. No, these guys do a tremendous job, Dr. Perry headed it up, and he's probably the biggest critic out of anybody. He'll tell them when the sound's off and tell them when we're not too loud or, anything, graphics, whatever.
Or when someone else is too loud.
That's
right.
Exactly right. No, they do a tremendous job, and it doesn't go unnoticed. These guys work hard at what they do, and we are grateful to have them all.
Well, I remember when you called me a couple years ago and said, hey, would you be interested in working on our YouTube channel? The first thing I told you, I said, Sam, I'm not an IT guy. I don't know anything about the technical things. If you want someone to call the game, I can probably do that for you. But the technical aspect is way over my head. So I've appreciated this opportunity that you have given me since my retirement from radio. It's been a lot of fun to be part of the Central Valley family officially. And it's just, Mark Lyons, what he's done with this program has just been phenomenal. It's been a great community boost for all of us.
Oh, no doubt. I mean,
That ball's thrown up for grabs, going to be picked off, and Connolly has it all the way down to the 25-yard line. Not a good decision there by the quarterback, Adam Fernandez, who just threw it up for grabs.
Penalty marker on the play.
And there is a flag on the play. So forget the interception because there's a personal foul. Roughing the passer. Now, was that post after the interception, though? Well, it won't matter because they'll put 15 yards against the Warriors for a first down.
Well, I didn't see the roughing the passer. I was paying attention to the ball.
Yeah, I was looking at the pick too. Right? I was trying to see how far Quinn Connolly was going to go with it. So Adam Fernandez dodges the bullet.
Penalty gives Ambridge a first down.
A couple games ago, Sam, we were able to bring Mike Sullivan on board to do some color and analyzing here on the network with me. He's done a great job out of town this week. Unfortunately, he'll be back with me in 2 weeks, and lucky to have him on board. His dad, of course, the late, great Gene Sullivan, the head coach of the Geneva College Golden Tornadoes for so many years. And you know Mike better than I do. You've coached a lot of baseball with him in the last probably, 5 or 6 years, I'm guessing. So good to have him on board, but getting a well-deserved night off tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, they don't get much better than Mike Sullivan, and I hope he's listening wherever he's at. I know he's away. He sent me some text the other day. The guy should be 350 pounds with everything that he eats when he's on the road. I mean, tremendous
He looks like
meals.
he can still play.
He looks great. I mean,
Yeah.
Mike's a great guy. You don't get too much better. But you know what? The family in general, you know.
No question
Mike
about
and his
it.
wife, Amy, his in-laws, and his kids. And, of course, you mentioned the great Gene Sullivan. I mean, wow. Tremendous family, great guys. And it's a true honor to call him a friend.
Yeah, no question about it. I couldn't have said it better myself, Sam. It's always good to work, you know. Unfortunately, we lost my best friend last December, Bob Barrickman. And when you work with someone like Bob for, well, we were on the air together for 40 years. Yeah. What a great loss that was for the Beaver County community and certainly me personally. And it's been an empty fall for me in some regards without Bob, and then losing my friend Jim Frederick just a few months ago as well. It's been a tough year for broadcasters. So
no doubt. You talk about those two guys. Those are quality guys. I mean, you talk about WBVP or WNBA, and first person that comes to mind is Bob Barrickman and all the number of calls that he had on the radio, along with you, Tom. I mean, I have a lot of respect for you guys. And you guys did a tremendous job, and Jim Frederick's the same way. I'm even going to throw Bruce Fry in there, too.
Oh, my man, Bruce.
You guys have done a great job, and, you know, we appreciated all the calls.
It was a lot of fun. It really was. And when I got out of radio, and you made the call to me about this little gig, I'm like, you know what, this sounds perfect for an old man.
Yeah.
I don't have to work as hard as I used to work. I'll be coming to the games anyways, and you let me get in for free, which is nice.
That's right. And we supply you with some gear.
So it works out. It worked out pretty good.
Tom, we love having you. I mean, it's your job until you want to give it up. And I hope that's not for a long time, at least till I retire anyway.
I appreciate it. God willing and the creeks don't rise and my health holds out, we'll keep going at it. 4th down and 6, of course, the Bridge will go for it at midfield here, down 42-12. Pass over the middle is dropped. Hey, I'm not even going to say drop. That would have been a remarkable catch by Uvotic, who's he's done everything for Ambridge tonight. So the Warriors take over on downs.
I would tend to think if we get a good drive here, Tom, that Coach Lyons will start subbing in some of his players.
Well, yeah, you're looking at, let's see, let me do the math now. One more touchdown, the mercy rule, so yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, I see a couple different linemen in there. I know that we had one injury, Mikey Bendekovic, with an ankle.
Yeah, did Bendekovic get back in there? I meant to check on that.
I don't think he did, but
he did look like he was walking better. near the end of the half. Jance Henry with the football. Jance goes up the middle, now to the left side. Got about 3. That was for 3 yards, that was an impressive run because he was thought for no gain.
He's a hard runner, man. I like his style. I tell you what, Coach Steven Sennis has done a tremendous job with his running backs. I mean, we got 4 pretty solid running backs.
I was saying that earlier.
I mean, these guys would be starters anywhere else, and I think they do a great job mixing it up. And
I heard Larry D petitioned the WPIL to use 2 footballs on offense. Is that true?
Anytime you get an advantage like that, Tom, that would be great, huh?
They got some work. They have some weapons. Pass to Underwood, and he is corralled down. Not a shirt collar tackle. That was a clean tackle. Grabbing the shirt is Caleb Namath. What a name that is, Namath from Beaver County.
Tackled by
one of the highlights of my radio career was interviewing Joe Namath for the Aliquippa Beaver Falls game, probably about 7 or 8 years ago, actually.
That had to be something, huh?
It was cool. You know, to sit down and interview one of your childhood heroes it was a special night. I remember watching the 69 Super Bowl III. I watched it on a black and white television, holding my autographed Babe Parilli football.
Nice.
Babe Parilli was the backup quarterback for Joe Namath in the Super Bowl from Rochester High School, who's my dad's, one of my dad's best friends was good friends with Babe, and he told Babe what a big football fan I was. He sent me an autographed football about a month before the Super Bowl, and so I became a Jets fan that year.
There you go. And now you're a Jets fan now, right? With
yeah, because of Jordan Whitehead.
Jordan
Yeah.
Whitehead.
Yeah, they're my second favorite team.
Yeah.
4th down for the Warriors, and now Mark Lyons takes a timeout because Antonio Perry went out to punt. Then I don't know, are they rethinking this?
No, the clock was down. We were down to about 4 seconds. We had to take a delay of game. So I think Coach recognized that and used the timeout, and looking like we're going to punt it away.
Sam, my granddaughter, Miley Snyder, plays middle school soccer in the 7th grade. And I've had the pleasure of watching her play at Monaca Stadium this fall. What a treat that was for an old man like me to go down there. I've been watching football games at Monaca Stadium since the mid-'60s. And to go down there and see that stadium still in use and to see my own granddaughter playing on it, what a thrill that was. Always plan to continue to use Monaca Stadium, in your opinion?
Absolutely. That's the plan still moving forward. I mean, it is a neat venue. It's funny you say that. I was down there for the middle school football game on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We had a B game for our kids, mainly 7th graders, and talking to a couple people from Blackhawk. And they were just ranting and raving on what a venue it was. I mean, it is neat, down by the river. You know, and we got a pretty good conversation, and you know, to hear that from out of towners, you know, it's neat. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's always been a nice setting when we were down there for high school games, and you know, a lot of people talk about that stadium.
High short kick, and Bridgers better be careful. I don't know if that touched one of them or not, but I don't think so. I think that is the first punt of the night for the Warriors, according to my notes. I believe it is. Ambridge has punted 5 times. Yeah, I had a talk with Scott Heinauer, who was coaching Mars soccer, and I was down there for a Central Valley travel game last year. And Scott Heinauer, the former athletic director at Mars, was a soccer coach, and he and I were talking. He goes, I just love this old stadium. I said, yeah. He asked me what I was doing down there, and I explained why I was down there, and I told him, I said, I'm a Monaca guy. I said, I grew up, you know, just a mile away from the stadium or so, up on the hill in 5th Ward. And I said, I watched Poe James run on this field. I think that would have been 1965 or 66 or maybe 67, somewhere in there.
I still can't get over you said Scotty Heinhauer's coaching soccer.
Yeah, he
Wow.
was just helping out. That's the kind of duty is he's like you, Sam. You're coaching youth sports.
Wait till I see him next time. I'm going to really get on him.
Yeah, I said, what do you, he goes, oh, they needed a hand, so I told him I'd help him out. Yeah, he was coaching.
That's pretty neat.
I think it was 12U, under 12 soccer for Mars.
That's cool.
He was a temporary athletic director of Plum.
Correct.
Didn't get the full-time position. I don't know what he's doing now. 2nd down, 7 to go for the Bridgers. Fernandez running for his life. He can get a 1st down, and he does, and he's out of bounds at midfield. Pretty good athleticism there by the quarterback, Adam Fernandez.
Couple kids had a shot at him, and he just outran them.
Picks up an Ambridge 1st down.
I haven't seen any quit in this Bridger squad.
Steps out at the Bridger 48.
Down by 30. They're still putting out a 100% effort. Well, he didn't get quite the midfield. I believe he stepped out at the 48-yard line. Well, Sam, how's fall baseball? You done with it yet, or you still coaching?
No, we're done. We didn't play fall baseball this year. However, we did have a tournament last week at New Brighton, the Halloween Havoc, for our All-Star kids, and outcome didn't come out too good. We have a pretty good team, but we didn't play very well.
Well, you know how it is. You voted with the 1st down for the Bridgers inside the 40-yard line down to the Warrior 38.
And a 1st down.
Yeah, one of the most fun times coaching I ever had was in Pony League fall ball. I took a team because no one else would coach it, and the kids wouldn't be able to play if they didn't have a coach, so I took it over. We lost every game, but we had a blast. Every kid played where he wanted to play. I moved everybody around. Kids pitching, never pitched in their lives.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That should have been your second favorite. I should have moved ahead of it whenever I called you from the stands.
Oh, that was fun, too, yeah.
With your grandkid. Tom, I need help.
Underwood with the interception. And that's been about, 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, some late hits on the sideline. We're going to have to settle this thing down. Flag at the 5-yard line, though, so let's see if the interception stands.
Penalty marker is down.
Pass interference.
Offensive pass interference.
Penalty
Okay.
is against Ambridge.
So the pick stands. 5:26 to go in the 3rd. 42-12 Warriors. The Warriors got a big one on the road next week at West Allegheny. Ball at the 38-yard line.
Tom, I don't know what the numbers were with listeners, but I just turned around and seen the big screen, and we have had 990 listeners tonight. Got to be because of me.
I would think so, yeah. Yeah, you know why? We usually have 2,000.
Actually, it's a little bit warmer up here than it is on the field, so I was glad I can come up here, obviously.
Yeah, I expect you to come up in a monsoon, not on a nice fall
Yeah.
night. That's all right.
No, it gets tough sometimes depending on how the outcome or how the game's running,
Yeah, a lot of duties.
A lot of duties, a lot of things going on. Just want to make sure everything's in place and whatnot. So, I told you the last time I'd try to get up here the last game, and I didn't make it up, but I made it a point.
Well, you knew
sure
Mike was away, so,
Yep.
Sullivan has big shoes to fill, but, you're doing fine. Nick Perry might even give you a raise now. Now that he finds out you can do some color analyzing.
He's finding out I can do a lot of things.
5:26 to go in this 3rd quarter. It's 42-12. The Warriors are watching and listening on the Central Valley YouTube Sports Channel. Brandon Singleton with the football and a first down at the midfield, just shy of the 50.
Singleton.
Wrestled down there by Dante Prentice for the Bridgers.
Good hard run by
It was.
Stop.
Pippi.
1st and 10 from midfield.
Yeah, I don't know how they break up the labor of carries with this great backfield. That's got to be hard to keep them all satisfied. Singleton again with the football, and he's breaking tackles. He's got another 10 or 11 yards. Wow, what a run.
Brandon Singleton and a
He's kind of been the unforgotten guy behind Henry and Mason Dixon.
They all bring a unique style. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really good. It's a good mix, and plus they're staying fresh. You know, it was a nice, another good run.
The Ambridge 39.
Sam, Cyrone Dixon told me that Mason is making a trip to James Madison University this weekend, and boy, you have to be proud that when you hear stuff like that, your players are getting recruited, and everyone knows about the Robert Fosters and the Jordan Whiteheads, but I mean, Amir Dali going to Harvard. I mean, what can you say?
Right.
That's really the amazement of what a great program can offer a student athlete.
Absolutely. Mason, what a tremendous kid
Brandon
he
Singleton.
is. Presents himself well in the classroom, in school. He
Tackled
conducts
by
himself
Blaze
so
Fuller.
well. And obviously he's a great football player. So, you
And
know, he's
four,
going to have some big time
2nd down,
decisions to
6.
make.
Yeah.
Coming down
Ball
the
at the
stretch, you know,
35.
obviously we get him back for another year, but he'll do well no matter where he goes. Great work ethic, great kid.
Another kid that came from a great family.
Yep.
2nd down, 6 to go for the Warriors. And Singleton still breaking tackles. They're trying to strip the football instead of tackling them.
Tackled by Stevenson and Prentice.
Trevor Stevenson with the stop for Ambridge. Big game on the road at West Allegheny next week, next Friday night, as we have an injured player for the Bridgers on the field. Sam, that'll be a big one. I mean, going into last week, you thought, yeah, the Warriors are probably going to have a home playoff game. Now, I would think they'd have to beat West Allegheny at least, and maybe hope that Montour beats West Allegheny, or vice versa, to get a home playoff game, depending on what happens with Aliquippa, too, here on October 27th. With you might be a little busy that night, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it in 2 weeks.
Television coming down.
Television's coming down. You know, listen, it's becoming clockwork. I mean, we've had some big games here in the last few years. You know, especially, you know, when we've had the ESPN game and whatnot, and that was back in 2011. A lot of other TV games with the point and everything. So
Number 55.
we will we'll do fine. I mean,
You always figure it out.
we'll figure it out, get the right people in place, and we're looking forward to
That
it.
winning number is 2899.
But again, you know, work to be done on the road next Friday night.
511.
Early score was Blackhawk was competing, had a 3-0 lead early on West Day. I don't have an update on it. 3rd down, 5 to go for the Warriors. They lead at 42-12. Looking to get another score to run the mercy clock. Singleton down to the 25, and he's brought down there.
Brandon
Thought he's going to
Singleton.
break another tackle.
So about the 25.
Defensively, Xavier Lewis, I've called his name quite a bit tonight.
Xavier Lewis on the tackle. First and 10, the ball on the 25.
First and 10 Warriors at the 25 of the Bridgers. Errant snap. Singleton's going to fall on it. Now Rutherford does, and they lose about 15 yards on the play. Well, we mentioned Mike Bendekovic is out of the game due to an injured ankle. Tyler Ondrewski has slid over to the center spot.
18-yard loss. Second down, 28.
Second down and a mile, actually 28. Rutherford drops deep. Screen pass set up to Jance Henry. Henry trying to get into the clear. He does. Needs a couple blockers. Got one. Still on his feet. Jance Henry's dancing and prancing. I think Jance has it. He needed 28. I think he got 29. Yes, he did. 1st and 10 Warriors. Wow.
Wow, what a great run after the catch. I tell you what.
28,
Did you ever have that kind of athleticism?
Me?
Yeah, I don't think so.
On the 13-yard line.
I know I didn't. Of course, his dad, a great player for Aliquippa, both in hoops and football.
Jeez.
Fumble.
With the new center in there,
Yeah, they've had some
hope
problems.
that wouldn't happen, but
Henry
fortunate to fall on it. And
picks up the
Henry
fumble.
actually picked it up and got it back to the line of scrimmage almost.
Lewis and Sheffield. Loss of 2, second down, 12.
Second down, 12 to go. Just under a minute to play in the third. Warriors lead at 42-12. End of 3. Blackhawk and West Day are tied at 3. Touchdown, Warriors! Brandon Singleton takes it in from 15 yards out.
good for him. He deserved a touchdown. Having those couple runs there in that drive early on.
I agree.
I'm very happy for the kid. Good job, Brandon.
Yeah, you like to see a young man rewarded.
That's right. That's right.
And I think that's a thing that Larry Devenson and Mark, they know that. They know these kids that they know which ones deserve the rewards. Sure on for the PAT. We got a mercy clock running for the fourth quarter. And that kick is up and good.
Ben Scher's kick is good. 37 seconds left in the third.
49-12 Warriors
Ambridge
putting a lid on this thing. I mean, not a masterpiece, Sam, but a good answer to a tough loss last week.
No doubt. And you know what? That's what you got to do. I mean, you want to play good down the stretch. And hopefully this will carry over to next week and then the week after and then on to the playoffs. You know, win tonight, obviously, we get into the playoffs again. And, you know, you talk about Coach Lyons and his staff and the program itself. This will be, you know, he's made the playoffs every year but 1 year, and you know, not too many high school football teams could say that. And that's again a credit to the program, to Coach Lyons, his staff, and all the guys.
Yeah, it was a tough decision, you know, who to hire for this new program, and turns out they made the right choice. They had a lot of good choices to choose from.
Fernandez. Devoted deep to receive.
See if the Bridgers can get a little spark now. And Fernandez is going to return it to the 19-yard line. Check that.
Fernandez on the return.
I think if you let that go, that would have went out of bounds.
Yeah, right.
Tough call to make.
Tom, since I made that comment, we're up to 1,040 now.
Oh, my
I
Lord.
think everybody's calling and saying, "Hey,
I'm
get on the
I don't know
YouTube
how I'm going to be able
channel."
to top this next time we go on the air.
Listen, it's almost the end of the third quarter here. I got to take off and head on down.
Sam, listen, I appreciate the time, my friend, and thanks for all your support.
Absolutely.
We'll see you.
Appreciate, you know, Tom, again, you know, your due diligence and everything that you do for us. You know, it was an easy task when I had to make that phone call to get somebody to do our play-by-play, and nobody better than Tom
I
Hayes.
appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for the vote of confidence, but it's been my pleasure.
All
That'll
right.
be it after 3. Central Valley 49 and Ambridge 12 coming back for fourth quarter action. Fourth quarter clock as the Warriors have the mercy rule in effect here with a 49-12 lead, thanks to Athletic Director Sam Sircone for spending that third quarter with us.
29, Michael Freya, who played 3, Central Valley 49, Ambridge 12.
It wasn't a picture-perfect performance by the Warriors through 3 quarters, but I think mission accomplished for head coach Mark Lyons and company. Now you can safely start to put some reserves in, protect some guys who are banged up, and defensively, there are quite a few new jerseys out there for the Warriors. Second down, 8 to go for the Bridgers at their own 22-yard line. Pass for Uvodich as incomplete. Pretty good coverage back deep by the Warriors. Underwood was back there. Underwood along with Adam Schroeds. So
Underwood defending on the play.
Schroeds back defensively in there for the Warriors.
Third down 8, the ball on 22.
Third down and 8. There's an example of the mercy clock. Long incomplete pass, but the clock continues to run. Under a mercy rule, it only stops to a change of a possession and a timeout. Or an injury as well. Third down, 8 to go. Flag on the play. I think Ambridge had 12 guys on the field. Well, they're going to say illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure.
Someone was trying to get off the field, but didn't look like I thought he made it before the
13.
snap.
The ball moved back to the 17.
Third down, 13 to go for the Bridgers. Fernandez knocked out of bounds at the 25.
Josiah Boykin.
Defensively over there was
Fourth down.
Sean Johnson, one of the few seniors on this team.
The ball on the 26.
Fourth and 4 to go.
Braden Reeves in punt formation.
Reeves will kick it away. Braden Reeves.
A Ahmed deep to receive.
Makai Ahmed back deep at his own 45. High snap. And that ball is going to be kicked away. Great job by Reeves to get away. A beautiful kick by Reeves after he almost got sacked in the end zone. What an effort by Braden Reeves.
Reeves punt goes out of
Braden
bounds
deserves a lot of credit on that. What an effort.
on the Ambridge 46. Warriors ball, 1st and 10. In the quarterback for Central Valley.
Braddock Ambrose in at quarterback.
Braddock Ambrose.
Ambrose, only a freshman. Just said hello to his grandfather Dave here at halftime in the press box. Gain of a couple by
32, McHale steals
McHale steals the ball carrier. He's a junior.
Stills picks up 2.
Second down 9. Ambridge throwing some new bodies out there as well defensively, getting some young guys some time. Steals with it. Nice little run.
McHale steals.
He'll be about 3 yards shy of the sticks.
Brought down by Tawan Robinson. Third down 3. The ball on the
Third down 3 to go. Ambrose's pass is complete to Antonio Perry. Perry on the far sideline, down inside the 5. Good run by Antonio Perry, the freshman, after the catch.
Complete to 39, Antonio Perry.
To the 3-yard line, and that kid is a heck of an athlete.
Priest and Robinson on the stop. 1st and goal, the ball on the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3. Inside handoff.
Josiah Boykin. Tackled by
Josiah Boykin, the ball carrier.
Amishad. Gain of 1. 2nd and goal from the 2.
Boykin again, and Josiah Boykin's into the end zone for the touchdown. 2-yard run there by Josiah Boykin, the sophomore.
Josiah Boykin for a touchdown.
$55-12 Warriors. You know, you put your backups in, you let them play. It's not running up a score. It's just a fact. You clear the bench. You got to let these kids play to the best of their ability. And Mark is coaching like that because there's a flag on the extra point, and he's not happy about something at all with the official.
Substitution
Ever the
against
perfectionist.
Central Valley.
So they're going to let Pratt try to PAT. Pratt's kick is up and good. So it's 56-12 CV.
Left in the game. Correction, that was 41, Dominic Pratt. The point after is good, 7-13.
Warriors led it 35-12 at the half, and it just continued to dominate in the second half as well. Big game on the road at West Allegheny. Last score we had Blackhawk and West State were tied at 3.
Ben Sure kicking off.
So Ben Shore kicks off as he and Pratt alternate duties.
Ezekiel Kinney picks up the ball. Was tackled by 33, Makai Ahmed. First and 10, Bridgers ball. On their own 24.
56-12 Warriors with 7:10 to go. Central Valley's going to advance to 6-2 on the season, 4-1 in a Parkway. Inside handoff, short gainer.
Ezekiel Finney, 76. Dominic Biancucci. Gain of 2, second down, 8.
Good run to the outside for the first down. That's Darren Cox.
28, Darren Cox. Tackled by number 18, Adam Schroed. First and 10 from the 39.
Out to the 39-yard line, first and 10 for the Bridgers. Off tackle run, left side. Short yardage gain. Nolan O'Neill with the stop for the Warriors. O'Neill, sophomore.
Gain of 5 on the play. Second down, 5. The ball on the 44.
Second down, 5 to go. It's Gerace in at quarterback now for Ambridge. A.J. Gerace, the junior.
Number 30, Ezekiel Finney.
Hezekiah Finney with the carry. Let's go with Hezekiah.
Third down, 5.
Finney. First and 10, Bridgers. Darren Cox, only a freshman. He looks like he's got a little potential.
Darren Cox, the ball carrier. Antonio Perry on the tackle. First and 10, the ball on the 42.
Short gain on the play.
18, Carmen Georgakis.
Nolan O'Neill with the stop
by
again.
61, Jacob Stoffer. Gain of 2,
Justin
second
Stoffer
down,
there as
8
well.
from the 40.
3:40 on a moving clock. Cox with a couple.
Darren Cox trips up at the 36. Third down 4.
Third down 4 to go for the Bridgers with 3:13 to go. 56-12, all Warriors. Flag on the play as Ambridge right side of the offensive line moved. Third down
Illegal
9.
procedure, 5-yard penalty. Third down 9 from the 41.
Fumble on the play, and Gerace gets back on it. It'll bring up 4th and 10 up.
Fumble on the play, recovered by number 13, A.J. Gerace. Fourth down, 10 from the 42.
Ambridge hosts Newcastle next week and finishes up at Shar Valley. They won't get a first down. They'll turn it over on downs.
24, Taiwan Robinson.
As I mentioned earlier, Central Valley will travel to West Allegheny in a big Parkway Conference game next week and finish up at home in 2 weeks here on a Friday night on October 27th against Aliquippa. There might be a few people in the stands for that
Central
one.
Valley takes over on downs, 1st and 10.
Warriors take over on downs.
Their own 37.
Inside handoff, short gain.
Carmine Cooley, the ball carrier. Tackled by 54.
Carmine Cooley, a freshman, with the carry that time.
Second down, 8. The ball on the 39.
What a thrill for some of these young guys to say they played in a varsity game. Second down, 9 to go. Cooley with it, and he's got a yard. Brought down defensively there by Logan Wolf.
Carmine Cooley.
Under a minute to
Once
go.
again, tackled by Logan Wolf. Third down, 6.
Steals with the football. Big gainer, finally knocked out of bounds. Mike Hill steals.
2, Michael steals the ball carrier.
He just ran out of a little real estate on the sidelines, or he would have taken it the distance.
And that will be the last play of the game.
And they won't run another play.
Central Valley 56, Ambridge 12.
Final score will be Central Valley 56, Ambridge 12. For Sean Rendorf, for Ethan Young, for our athletic directors.